Chris Hansen has faced an insane amount of scrutiny and criticism for his involvement in the Onision case, and I can't say I disagree. On the one hand, Hansen has done a fantastic job in spreading awareness of who Onision is and what he's done and what he's been alleged to do with the grooming stuff, especially highlighting a situation that, while a lot of people were familiar with before Chris Hansen got involved, now has become a mainstream issue that most people on the internet who pay attention to the YouTube community and drama, they're aware of the extent of Onision and just how deep the rabbit hole goes. That being said, he has failed to get any sort of real negative consequences happen to Onision aside from dislikes on his YouTube channel. People want to see Onision locked up and thrown in jail, and it's true that investigations take a lot of time, but we've seen him mishandle things directly when it comes to the shady people he hires like Vincent Nicotra, who failed to send Sarah's laptop to the FBI. We've also seen Hansen claim that 19 police investigations were open on Onision, but what he failed to mention was that a lot of those investigations were just people calling the police station and telling the police what they had heard Onision had done online, which isn't going to do anything. He's made a lot of promises, and a lot of people doubt that he's actually going to get any real negative things done to Onision, like jail, which is the end goal, simply because there's just not enough there to get him arrested. Now, before you go apeshit at me, my buddy Swan did a fantastic video highlighting exactly why this guy isn't going to jail, which is not news that we bear positively or happily or whatever. We're just being realists about the situation, just acknowledging that the allegations presented towards Onision lack proper evidence to get Onision arrested, and the one thing that everyone is pretty damn sure that he's done, which is groom Sarah, well, unfortunately, grooming is not against US law. Swan explains it far better than I could in this video, and I highly recommend you check it out. Onision will not go to jail if you're curious as to why. It's an opinion that is not as controversial as you might think, as a lot of even anti-O people admit that it's going to be a tough case to get this guy locked up. Hansen's mishandled the situation so badly that even Sarah has had to separate herself from the Hansen team and had to send the laptop herself because of Vincent's failures. That being said, Hansen still trudges forward and insists that Onision will be locked up. In an interesting twist though, Onision has come out and demanded Hansen show up on his show. Let's take a look. Onision tweeted, "You refused to do it for charity before Chris Hansen. Like a fraud, you failed to mention that. Tonight, 6 p.m. PST, you don't get to make more money off fake victims. You're doing this for free. Show up or you'll only prove you were just doing this for money. Email me right now for the details." Showing a tweet from Hansen saying, "The first time I offered Greg/James an interview, he demanded $350,000. The second time I offered him the chance, he called 911. So from journalist to predator, once again, come on my show and have a seat with Chris Hansen." He then shows an email that Onision sent to Vincent, dating December 15th, Sunday, 2019, where Onision says, "Also, all donations to the stream will go to planting trees. Isn't that great? Let's save the planet together." He then shows an email dating 2 days later on Tuesday, December 17, 2019, from Mike Morse, Hansen's attorney, where Mike says, "Dear Mr. Jackson," which is Onision, "I'm writing on behalf of television journalist Chris Hansen. You have publicized a couple tweets reaching out to Mr. Hansen, requesting him to appear on your show. Mr. Hansen will not be appearing as requested. With that being said, the previous offer for you to appear on Mr. Hansen's channel still stands. However, your appearance must be without the cost you asked for him in earlier communications. Please direct all future correspondence to me directly at this email address to discuss the matter further and to work out the details. Thank you, Mike Morse, attorney at law." So what's going on here is that Onision has previously demanded to go on the show and denied to talk to Hansen when Hansen showed up at his house back in January. But now Onision wants Hansen to go on his stream, and Hansen declined. In my honest opinion, this is a bad move from Hansen here. The main argument as to why Hansen shouldn't show up to Onision's channel is because Onision won't be fair, Onision won't answer questions, Onision will manipulate the conversation, and it's Onision's own turf, so he'll have control over the conversation. But if he does all those things, that looks bad on him, not Hansen. At least Hansen tried. At least Hansen was willing to speak to Onision and get some truth out, and if Onision were to deflect the conversation, that would look bad on him and not on Hansen. Remember, the main criticism is that Hansen is in this purely for money, purely for monetary gain. He would have no gain by going on Onision's channel, but to gain the truth of the situation, which is what he claims he is all in for. So why not go on his channel? What is there to lose? By not going on, it's bad optics on Hansen's part because it looks to outsiders that Hansen only wants money, he only wants Onision to go on his show so that he can collect donations and profit. Whether or not that's true or not is relevant, but that's what it looks like. So in my opinion, the best move here would be to go on Onision's channel, but he didn't, as he issued out this video in response.
This probably won't come as a shock to most of you, but I will not be going on Greg, James, Onision's, the YouTube Psycho Brat from Washington State's members-only paid porn channel. I know he's trying to have a stunt to make you all watch and tune in, but it's just not going to happen. I still want to have him answer questions in an interview on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, something he is not likely to do because he doesn't want to answer the tough questions about how he groomed and exploited multiple young women and how his negligence contributed to the near death of his 2-year-old child, among many other things, and police investigations and FBI investigations now underway. So, I renew my offer. Greg, James, Onision, YouTube Psycho Brat, anytime you want to do a real interview on a real show, let me know. Until then, well, I guess you'll continue the stunts. And remember one other thing. A lot of people want to see justice in this case, the investigation come to an end. It took better than a decade to bring Weinstein and Epstein to justice. We will get justice here, and the victims will continue to be heard.
So there's Hansen once again claiming that justice will in fact be served. A lot of people are pressing X to doubt on this, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. He is right about that. Now, after this video was issued, Onision responded, "Yo, if @Chris Hansen disables donations and ads, I'll go on his show. Let's do this tonight, 6 p.m. PST. No one makes money, only the truth comes out. Your move, Grandpa." This is very fascinating. Now, instead of Onision demanding that Hansen show up to his channel, Onision's opening the door to going on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, provided that it's not monetized. Even if Hansen is only in this for the grift, he still has nothing to lose because that's still a lot of views to his channel and a lot of listeners to his live stream. And it's on his own turf. I mean, this is really the best possible situation you could ask for. Who cares about the donations? He continued, "Yo, @Chris Hansen, I agreed to go on your show tonight if you disable ads/donations. This is what you wanted. Why are you so quiet?" Even taunting the man, asking why all of a sudden, now that he's open to going on the show, why is Hansen being quiet? Well, if we take a look right now, as of this recording, Chris Hansen has not responded to this. You would think he'd jump on immediately to this opportunity, but instead he's remaining quiet. And it is possible by the time I put this video out, he will have responded. And I'm curious to see if that will happen, but things are a little bit too quiet right now. Maybe just he didn't see it, he doesn't go on Twitter that much or whatever. I don't know, but this is it. This is what you wanted. He is right about that, so why not take it? Onision even opened the possibility to going on Drama Alert instead. He says, "We'll also do the interview live with @Keemstar as the moderator. His show is way bigger than yours. You guys down? Retweet if you want to see the Onision on Drama Alert interview." This is also a fair proposition. I mean, it is literally neutral ground. And it would get much more of an outreach than even Chris Hansen's show. So he's got a lot of options to work with here. Options that don't include going to Onision's channel, which is something he doesn't want to do, clearly. So you have two choices right here. Why not take them? Here's a tweet from Nicholas Diorio. "Debate, Onision's Twitter, Chris Hansen sleeps. Debate on Drama Alert, Chris Hansen sleeps. Debate on Chris Hansen stream, Chris Hansen, money, money, money. Debate on Chris Hansen stream with no ads or donos, Chris Hansen sleeps." Here's a tweet from Big Money Onision, an Onision detractor on Twitter. "Do you not understand that Greg is trying to manipulate it? Greg is on the chopping block, and he is in no position to be making demands. If he says he's not doing it for money, why is he demanding $350K from Chris to fix his swamp that he ruined?" Nick responds saying, "If he's trying to make it look like Chris is a degenerate grifter, then he succeeded. He has interviewed 90-follower Tumblr blogs, and he's promoting a nanotechnology scam website that claims to have a pandemic-ending tech. This is all money for him." What he's referencing here is the fact that Hansen has milked this Onision case by interviewing people on Tumblr with only like a few followers and getting no real answers that we didn't know already, and just doing it for money, just grifting the situation, throwing Onision in the title and getting no real results. while also claiming that he's genuinely interested in seeking justice. The nanotechnology scam he's referring to is a drug. This is something I'm not too familiar with, but from what I understand, it's a drug that Hansen was paid to promote on a live stream that supposedly is made to cure the coronavirus or something like that. I think Tipster put out a video going over everything. But he's joking here, he's being an asshole, but he does have points here, is that if Onision, or rather if Hansen is purely in this for money, why is he turning down all these opportunities where he wouldn't make money? You can find more about the nanotech scam that Chris Hansen promoted, and scam in question marks, by the way, on Tipster's channel right here. In my opinion, both of these people are grifters, Onision and Chris Hansen. One person is far worse than the other, mind you, and I think it's pretty obvious who the worst person of these two are. But that being said, Hansen has options now, and it's gonna be interesting to see what he does and how he responds. My name's AugieRFC. If you found this video informative, then you can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AugieRFC. I'm live there every day. And turn on notifications. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.